Happy birthday. I'm sorry I couldn't get you a real gift, but Lila had the opportunity to, edit this video for you. And I am so happy that you are my dad. You are for sure my number one. And you are exactly the person I want to be when I grow up. You're very patient, you are very loving, you are very giving, you are very, just so many different things. And I go day to day appreciating you. And I may not say it outwardly, but I hope you know that I genuinely talk about you, and I would brag about you too, even to this day actually. And as I'm getting older and I'm talking to more people, I'm realizing that I'm one of the few people that I know that actually has a healthy relationship with their dad. And I grow to appreciate what we have even more as I continue to age. And I hope that throughout all my years that, that we can still love each other and everything. And I love you very much. And I hope that you have a happy birthday.
Hey Daddy, happy birthday. I really love you, and here are the reasons why. Because you are caring, patient, and kind.
Happy birthday, hey Father. I love you because you who take good care of us and feed us and love us.
He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's the beat of the mic. He feels so unlike everybody else, alone, in spite of the fact that some people still think that they know. It's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him because he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist. This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard that's
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
Father, it is me, your reclusive son. This is me telling you happy birthday. I'm glad you've managed to put up with all of our stuff decently this whole time. Thank you for all your efforts and just dealing with our activities constantly. So happy birthday, happy new year, all that jazz. I hope you don't have to deal with as much of our stuff nowadays though. So yeah, happy birthday, I think.
Hey Daddy, happy birthday. There's a lot I could say, but I think as I've been thinking about you today, I already feeling myself when I get emotional, but I'm remembering a time I was with Aunt Tiffany. We were talking, and you came up, and she mentioned that in the time that they've known you that Dave had, well, them both, but she mentioned Dave that he had been really inspired by your faith, and I think the word that really comes to mind that was mentioned and that comes to mind for a lot of people is humility. And the funny thing is, I know that in me saying this and you watching this video, it's one of those things that you kind of shrug off, but I think that really just speaks to who you are as a man and why you do the things you do. It's not for the sake of how you're perceived, and I chose this song because I know you like this song and it's something we joke about, but I think some of the lyrics do ring true for you. And one of the lyrics said he doesn't need the shining lights, and I think that really rings true for you, and something I've observed about you throughout my life. is your humility in how you love people and in how you take care of the people around you. So that's something I've always appreciated, and I think something that's really inspiring to everyone you interact with, and it's one of the reasons people are really drawn to you. Some other stories that I was thinking about today is, it's funny, you're not much of an emotional or sentimental person, but yet you really know how to comfort someone else. I remember I had my worst shift ever. I came home and was trying to just muscle through and just told you that I had a bad shift, and you just said, like, I don't know what you said, but you kind of just said, like, you need a hug, and just let me cry and be myself and sit in all I was feeling after that, even though it was such a small thing. You've never been one to minimize my emotions. You've sat with me as I cried many times. And yeah, I think you are definitely one of the most comforting souls I have known. And what a blessing to grow up with a dad like that. I also appreciate your sense of humor. I think my sense of humor is very much a combination of yours and Dad's. And I think I get the best of both worlds. And you can always make the people around you laugh. You are just such an incredible dad, an incredible uncle, incredible just everything. So many of the pictures and videos I've gone through are of you with kids, and I guess this past year or so, I mean, obviously, you know, my career has started to revolve around kids, and I often struggle to be a natural with kids, even though I love them and enjoy working with them. And yeah, I think I've often thought about you and asked myself, what would Daddy do? How would Daddy get this kid to come out of his shell? How would Daddy make this kid laugh? How would Daddy make this kid feel loved and supported and protected? So I'm sorry this is so weepy, but you know, it's hard for me to not be emotional. I want you to know that you are such a treasure, and I want you to know that you've inspired me in so many ways, not just growing up, but even just moving into adulthood. There's so many things that I've been able to look to you, either like literally go to you and ask you like for help with my car, or help with even just like the little ways you show your love by being so giving and serving and not expecting anything in return. But even just like, there's so many ways that I've just thought about you in this past year, and just like metaphorically or in my head just sought out your help or your comfort and your wisdom. So happy birthday, happy 42nd birthday. I love you so much, and I never know what to give you for your birthday, because you don't ask for much and you don't need much, or at least you make it seem like you don't need much. And so this year I just wanted to make something from my heart and from all of our hearts that would just express how we appreciate you and hopefully make you feel loved on your birthday. So happy birthday. I love you. We love you.
8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. The record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime. His shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat top. He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth, or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best. Dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time, because he writes every note and he writes every line, and and I've seen him at work. When that light goes on in his mind, it's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those runs with the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill.
Are you having a good time, birthday boy?
Concentrated power of will.
It's very good.
Flopper.
Happy birthday, Daddy.